to evaluate Datrin.
Oh, I'm already off mute. Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator and Datrin. First of all, I've got to say something about your speech which really hit me, and it's a positive thing. Happiness. What a great way to start a day out here, to think about happiness. Now, let me get into how you presented your speech, because you had an opening, you gave an opening, you had a strong voice. That's one thing I really liked about your speech, Datrin. You have a strong, easy to listen to voice. I could understand every word clearly, and that was wonderful. And with that in mind, you had an opening, a body, and a close. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what I thought you did well, and that was you did have an open body and close. And you ended your speech with a very positive note about how we should make happiness a part of our lives. Now, where I think possibly you might improve your speech a bit is to look at your transitions and your opening. Your opening, although good, has, to me, was a little bit lengthy, a little bit long, and I find it a little bit hard to distinguish exactly where you were going. You were going to talk about happiness, and you gave some benefits, and you talked about happiness. I'm going to suggest for your opening, you have one, maybe two sentences that you might use in your opening. First of all, start out with a happy note and put a smile on your face, and you say that, and then we feel like, oh, happiness is really in his heart. Get the happiness issue on the front of the table where what you're going to talk about, and maybe list quickly the 3 points that you're going to talk about that affect happiness. And then have a transition. I missed the transition from the opening to the body of your speech. But if you have a transition, then we know here's the opening, here's the body of your speech. You talk about the 2 or 3 points that you think are important. And then at the end, which you did do, and you did have a good transition to the end, conclusion, you wrap things up and say, basically, here's what I said at the beginning of my speech, and this is what I want you to listen to at the end of my speech. You had a good conclusion. The end result of your speech, and you were very steadfast about this, is that we should be happy. And one thing to show that we're happy is put a smile on your face, make us feel happy and see happiness, as well as understand what happiness and the benefits are of happiness. Thank you, Datrin, for the speech. I thought you did a great job. I'm going to go off this day down and feel very happy. Thank you.